Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last week and how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, in this video we'll be explaining you 15 minutes chart, 2 hours chart, daily chart, and then finally weekly chart, where I'll show you how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, if you look at this particular daily chart, what we have seen, a trend has break towards an upside. Okay, after making a low of around $54, 54.89, it started going upside. Okay, and if you look at this particular trend, then if the price again comes towards a level of 55.5, chances are very high it will cross a level of 54.5, then a further downfall can be seen. Okay, but if the price keep rising above a level of around 66.6, we can see there can be a further upside because the price is close to this particular resistance. Okay, looking at a 15 minutes chart, you will see how the price is moving. See, from all these time what we have seen, the price is trying to rise towards an upside. Okay, because we have seen there is a green line issue, that is where we have seen the price was rising, as well as we have seen it has already made a low of around 54.5, then it is trying to go upside from that particular weeks. Okay, so if the price keep moving off this level, probability will be high it can move towards $66.5, and once started going upside we can see further high. But if the price started going below a level of around 64.4, a probability will be high it can come down towards 61.9. If it bounce back from that level, it's good, but otherwise if the price can go further low. Okay, coming on a 2 hours chart, you will understand how the price is moving on a 2 hours chart basis. See, if you look at the 2 hours chart basis, it has moved out of this particular zone after 30th of September. That means around September of 25 we have seen this particular level. Okay, the price is continuously moving down upside. Okay, and probability can be high this particular pattern is supporting an upside. Chances will be very high that the price can touch a level of $66.6. Okay, but what happened mostly, see, as you have seen at this particular level, that whenever this pattern forms, okay, whenever this particular pattern forms, we have seen whenever it's try to go and cross this particular high, okay, the candle's high, it tries to go down and then it's try to come up. This is what we have seen because profit booking come just before the candle's high. Okay, see, this is what we have seen. It came down towards a level of 63.6 and then started going upside again. So now if the price started keep moving over $65.8 and sustain, there is will be higher chances that it can cross a level of 66.5, and then a further upside can be seen towards a level of around next level 67.2, then to a level of 68.8, and from there a level of 69.7. And if that sustain, a further upside can be seen towards $70.48, and then a further high can be seen. Coming back on a daily chart, what you can see, if you look at the daily chart, we can see the price if started going higher. See, this is the particular trend, but it is trying to go narrow as I've already explained you. Okay, and this particular narrow, if you see, it is coming at around $70. Okay, if you look at this particular trend and form a particular trend, you can see that the price is still down and a probability will be high it can move towards $70.5. Okay, and then it can come again towards downside. This is what we can see looking at this particular chart. I'll show you with the help of a trend line so you'll understand it better. See, this is the trend line. You will see that the price touching at a level of around 69.28. There is a probability that it can touch a level of 69.28, then only we can see it can bounce back from that particular level. Okay, if it bounce back from 69.2, it can come down, but if the price sustaining above that level, a further upside can be seen. So remember that if the price keep moving over 66.8, trail your SL. Okay, but $69.2, this is the level where the price can bounce back towards this level because a trend line is there. Okay, but the trend line breaks, we can see there can be a further upside towards a level of around 72 to a level of around 72.5, then from there a level of 75.28, and then it can touch a level of 77.22. Okay, then if the price moving over this level, a further upside can be seen towards a level of around 78.3 to a level of $81.18. Okay, but suppose if the price starts the trend line what we have seen, if we go on a bigger chart, Okay, so if the price touches the level of $69.2, if it bounce back from that level, it can come again in this particular zone. So probability will be high. If it started going upside, okay, after touching 69, it can come down again towards 66, then to a level of 64.5, and then a probability of coming towards 62.19, and then it will move in this particular zone again. Okay, coming on an important chart, that is weekly chart, where you'll understand how the price is moving. If you look at the weekly chart, we can see the price is continuously moving down, but it is trying to go narrow if you make this particular trend. Okay, this is the pattern it is forming. And see, what you can see looking at this particular chart, chances are very high that the price is showing a trend towards an upside if it breaks this particular pattern. See, it is very close to that particular level. Okay, if you look at from this particular point of view, we have seen the price, if grows above a level of around $69.5, a further upside can be seen. But if the price keep moving below a level of this particular level, if we see from that particular level, we can see if the price started going towards 67.2, it can bounce back. But if the price didn't bounce back, we can see a further upside. But if you look at from this particular perspective, from a higher point of view, we can see the price can go towards $68, and there is a probability that we can see there can be a further rise if the price keep moving above this particular level. Okay, so suppose if the price touches a level of $67.8, it can bounce back from that level. Okay, and then it can come down again towards 62.6, then to a level of around $58.9. Again, I repeat, suppose if the price keep moving off this level, probability of touching 67.2 will be there, and then from there a level of 67.6. From there a bounce back can be seen. Okay, remember this, from there a bounce back can come from this particular level, then it can come down again towards the level which is trading, and then to a level of 65. And if the price fall below that particular level, chance of touching 62.39 will be there, and from there a level of $60. Suppose the price falling below that particular level, we can see it can come towards $58.68. And if the price falling below that particular level, chance of going towards a level of around, you can say, $57. And once it started going below that particular level, chance of going towards 54.7 is there. This is the weekly chart, so you have to understand, put your quantity SL target as per that. Okay, now suppose if the price started going below this particular level, see, remember, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglab@gmail.com, and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a Telegram link also given in the description, you can join that too. See, you have to understand there is a important level coming. See, this is a clear U pattern as formed. Remember that as soon as the price started going below a level of 57.7, this time there is a higher chances that it can break a level of 54.5 if the price started falling below this level, because a level of around 55.5 is already weak, a level of around $54.8 which is also being weak, so probability will be very high. It can come down towards 53.8, and from there it can move towards 50.39 and further low. Okay, so probability will be very high. If it started falling below 57.8, we can see a further fall. But suppose if it started rising and keep moving above $67, we can see there can be a change in the trend towards an upside, and chances of going towards 68.9 will be there, then to a level of 70.14, then to a level of $72.4, and from there a level of 74.7, and from there it can cross a level of 76.7, then to a level of 79.4, and it will probability of crossing 81.3 is there. Then there will be a zone breakout, so we can see a further upside. Trail your SL by around $0.35 or 0.5 depending on the volatility. Okay, but if it started coming down, it can come down towards $62.7, from there a level of around 60.8, and from there a level of 59.3. Once started falling below this level, probability of going towards 56.5, and then we can see it can move towards $55.8. See, these analysis are based on mostly resistance and support, and the pattern what we can see looking at this particular chart. Okay, if you see any news, because see, news comes after what the chart has already formed, so we mostly focus on the chart patterns. Okay, suppose if it started coming down below a level of 55.5, there is a higher chances, because that is already weak level, so we can see it can come down. So there will be events will be coming on the next week, that is CPI data and other geopolitical events will be there, so you have to remember there can be a volatility. Okay, any doubt regarding this, you can mail me. I've given the mail IDs also in the description. Okay, so hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up. And